plaintiffs Joseph Edishami and his wife Elizabeth say they love their granddaughter, but her husband, who is the defendant, is a spoiled crybaby who always runs to his family to get out of trouble. Elizabeth claims while she was at the defendant's house visiting her granddaughter, the defendant damaged her car, so she's suing. Defendant Wesley Gregory says no one in Elizabeth's family has anything to do with her because she practices witchcraft. Wesley admits that he got in Elizabeth's car to move it, but he insists he did not damage it.
Tell me what happened.
I'm suing Wesley, who is my granddaughter's husband, because I believe he's a spoiled little brat.
Where do you get that impression?
He depends on his family for everything.
Since when?
Since I've known him.
How long have you known him?
A few months.
Okay. So he has depended on them for a few months.
I think a long time before that.
Where do you get that impression?
Well, when he wants something, it just seems to appear.
In the last few months?
Oh, yes, and before that.
And how old are you?
19.
So not too many months ago, he was a minor. Go ahead.
If he gets has any problems, he runs to his family. He's a crybaby, and he runs to his family for everything.
You ever seen him cry, ma'am?
Yes.
Over what?
The accident.
Yeah, a lot of people cry when they're in an accident. Let me hear from you, young man. Tell me.
Start off, Judge. This is my wife's grandmother. Like she said, we've only known each other for a couple months. We've had no problems in the past before this incident, and from what I know, the family, none of her family, has much contact with her.
Why?
Because, for one, she is a Wiccan. She studies witchcraft.
She's a what?
Wiccan.
What is that, a witch?
Yeah, she does spells, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
And...
Nah, ma'am, you want to come on up? I need to know about this. State your name.
Ashley Crabtree. I'm married to him, but it's Gregory. She's lived in Sacramento, California for many years, and not many people in the family associate with her.
Why?
Because she sends books, Wiccan books to family, and she tells people to put salt around their houses and weird spell stuff. I mean, stuff I don't really understand.
Oh, ma'am, don't be looking at me like that. I haven't done nothing to you. Look, I haven't done anything to you. You looking at me. Let me hear from you, ma'am. Do you want to speak at all about
yes, absolutely.
Your wicked ways?
I am not my wicked ways. I am not a witch. I do not practice Wicca. I've read up on it.
Okay.
I was interested in the practice in general.
Okay.
I believe in God.
Why don't you give us a little education about Wiccan?
They worship the elements.
Okay.
They don't worship idols, and they don't cast spells on people.
Witches are the practitioners, would you call
I would say so.
Okay, so witches, for the most part, all they do is engage in the worship of nature, if you will.
Yes.
Okay, we're glad to get an education for that, because I was getting a little nervous. I was going to probably withdraw from the case. Sure, I wasn't going to play with that. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus, but, I didn't know who might win today. No, I'm just kidding. Jesus always wins. All right, I'm glad we got that out of the way so I don't have to withdraw out of fear of the spiritual conflict. Now, tell me about the car you're suing for.
I went to visit my granddaughter, and my daughter was living there with them. I parked in the driveway, went in the house. Wesley came in and asked me for my car keys to move my car so he could take his truck out. He had a deer head and a table in the back of the truck. I asked him, "Can you drive a stick?" And he said, "Yes, my car's a stick." And I said, "Okay." So just a minute or so later, my alarm started to go off in my car. When I got outside, I saw my car had been moved and was sitting down at the bottom of the driveway sideways. My hood was up, my driver's door was open, and he was under my hood. When I said, "Wesley," he slammed my hood closed, and when he moved away from the front of the car, I saw the damage. And I said, "What did you do, hit my car?" And he began babbling, and I couldn't understand anything he said. And I said, "What happened to my car?"
Is that the car
I
you
have
used
pictures.
to drive to your meetings in?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
No, sir, I used my broom.
I'm serious because I'm sure he's going to say that's his defense today, that car was possessed, and that's why he was babbling. The devil made me do it, essentially. That's going to, sir, why don't you tell me?
First of all, I'd never lifted the hood up or anything like that. And whenever she had came outside, it was because the alarm was going off. Because as soon as I got in the car, I pushed my foot on the clutch, and she had it in first gear. And whenever you push on the clutch, it automatically rolls backwards, you know. And whenever I went
Tell
to
me
turn
about
the
this
key
alarm going off, right?
Oh yeah, as soon as I put the key in the ignition and turned it over, the alarm just went off. She came out, got the alarm stopped.
Was it already damaged?
No, I didn't look. I didn't pay no attention.
When you got in, you didn't pay attention?
No.
What type of damage do you have there?
I
You
have
can show me,
pictures.
because if there's significant damage, you would have seen it going in. It's not too significant, ma'am. You see a little damage here to the hood. I don't know if he would have seen that. Can you speculate on what may have happened? Did you see paint on anything?
Yes.
Where did you see paint?
On the bumper of the truck that was in the driveway. Was some
Did you
silver
point any
paint.
of that out to him?
Yes, I said,
And
"This
what
is
did he
paint."
say?
He said, "No, it's wax." And then he
Did she
started
point it
to
out to you and you alleged it was wax?
No, sir. I never said anything about wax. I just looked at it and there was not a smudge on the bumper of that truck.
And so what was your response ultimately to her?
Well, first of all,
You said, I ain't have anything to do with it?
no, yeah, that's exactly what I said. Because first of all, the truck wouldn't even start because it had a bad battery in it, so I couldn't have even moved the truck to begin with.
You knew that the battery wouldn't work.
Now, the battery in my mom's truck, he was going to get it and put it in the truck after he moved her car.
Did he do that?
Well, he
get
didn't
it.
get a chance to even move the truck because her alarm went off and she said he hit it. I mean, the truck wasn't moved.
Okay, that's not what he told me. He wasn't going out there to get the battery changed. He said he was going out to start it. I'll grant you your judgment, $1,543. Their defense sounds untrue. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I have nothing to say. I really don't.
I do. I love you, Ashley. And I don't want this to come between us. We've been
If you
trying
did love
too
me
hard.
and you were my grandmother, you wouldn't make us pay you money for something we did not do. That's all I have to
Well, I
say.
still love you, and I want to see you, and I want to see Kinley too. We can work this out. It's
I'm
just
not
going to
working
take
this
some
out.
time. I love you.